What's the crack, guys, and welcome back to more creepy tech talks you should not watch at night. If conspiracy theories, true stories, anything weird, strange and creepy is your thing, smash that subscribe button and the like button, and also click on the notification bell as well. And if you can, go ahead and share for other like-minded people, and let's go ahead and dive straight in. I tell you what, if you drop your phone down that hole, there ain't no way getting that back.
People are very concerned in the lighting departments about what this equipment is, and I've been asked to actually review it, because this is a weapon system. All right, it's nothing more than a weapon. Now, I know it's masquerading as a light, but it's a weapon. All right, so let's just show you. Let's just break this whole thing down and show people what this is. All right, I'm gonna first of all, I'm gonna take this piece, this antenna piece to pieces. All right, people have seen it before, they've seen the breakdown. All right, let's just unloosen this piece.
The DOT says when the LED lights were installed about 16 months ago, they gave off the normal white light, but within a year, their true colors started shining through.
All right, let's just break it. That breakdown before, and they've also seen this breakdown before.
This is an LED streetlight. Let's see what's inside.
What's really important is to have a look at this bit of hardware. Now, this box is actually being made so you can't get into it. All right, it's a sealed unit which just had to be taken to pieces. Obviously, we've got to be careful with this because it's got to get sent back, because it's got to go back in the stores. What I'm going to show people, this is the hardware, this is the delivery system, this is coming from these units here. This is the delivery system to the weapon, all right? That's the delivery system to the weapon. This is the cabling, because I've had a couple of foolish people, absolute ignorance. That's the cabling to the LED streetlights. As you'll see, they're very thin. They're thin because they don't carry a great deal of power, and they won't burn out. However, this piece of cabling is pretty powerful stuff, and it has to be because you've got a 450 volt capacitor in this bit, but you've also got a number of 450 volt capacitors on the board. These are not for the LEDs. This is the LED delivery system here, all right? There's transformers on here to reduce the power going to these small cables which fit into this for the LEDs, all right? You do not need this type of capacity. Only a fool, only a very, very ignorant fool would even pretend that this is some type of ballast, all right? These are LEDs for the ignorant, this isn't a fluorescent lamp needing ballast to put a lot of energy in. We all know that LEDs operate on very, very small amounts of energy, so they do not need. So this is a step down to these small cables. However, this is a step up to this delivery system, because obviously if you're going to use a weapon, it needs to have a bit of poke, it needs to have a bit of power about it, all right? So that fits to there. This then goes to this, and obviously that's the 450 volt capacitor, all right? You've seen it in the close-up breakdowns before, and this is the weapons delivery system, all right? That's the high gain antenna, illegal high gain antenna. A number of people have contacted Northumbria Police about the genocide that's been committed on the people in Gateshead as we speak. Lots of people. So we'll be progressing that, because I was called by Northumbria Police about this, and obviously I'm still waiting for a senior investigating officer to contact me about this weaponry and how outrageous this is, that a council can fit an unregulated, untested, illegal piece of equipment on a bit of street lighting. You've got to remember, Schrader have their own controller. It's not Harvard. You've got a totally different controller to that. It was called Owlet. It's not this. This is a weapon system. That's the difference. It's not for controlling the lights, and that's why the lights are on all the time. But here's the other part of a weapon.
Purple lights are being spotted all along stretches of I-4. Some drivers say the lights are so noticeable it's a distraction. Fox 35's Danielle Lama looks into what's causing.
I'm going to show you in here. These are bare elements. These are focused lenses. All right? They're focused lenses. See the small cables? Don't need a lot of power. Not like the delivery system for the weapon, right? For the antenna. It's a weapon. These are very small cables, because these do not need a lot of power. They don't need anything near 450 volts or a 3,300 watt relay. Anybody that says that is either a liar, a fool, or just indoctrinated to the point where really they're pretty useless. These are bare elements. There is no protection, there's no diffuser. These are illegal. These are a Category 2 optical radiation emission system. They're lenses, so what they do, that creates a focus point. These are basically lasers. So that bank of lasers there, in the 450, 460 nanometers, these are phosphor coated, and that phosphor wears off over time. So these become more toxic. They become more toxic, and they will kill. They'll blind people. They cause retinal cell stress, retina cell death, and they will blind an awful lot of people if they don't wear protective eyewear, all right? So this is the equipment. This is a blatant weapons program. It is not a street light. These are not incandescent lights. These are part of a weapons program. Make no mistake about it, and we can prove it. Fortunately, we have the evidence now, the actual undisputed evidence of this equipment being here to do harm to the citizen, and not as we've been told to light. That's why the lights are rubbish. That's why everybody doesn't like them. That's why they're putting them up on motorways. These are part of the smart city agenda. This is a radar scanner. So when it sees you coming, it can actually increase or reduce the pulse rate. That pulse rate modulation, called flicker modulation, can be weaponized. It can be strobed and it can be weaponized at any particular time through this equipment.
Sorry for the length of that clip. I didn't know it was going to be like 8 minutes long, and I just got so engaged into it, to be honest. But also the music was a little bit too loud as well, so sometimes I was trying to decipher what he was saying. But regardless, those streetlights are the exact same streetlights that are being installed all across the city and even into the next town. And we even have families and friends who are like getting like headaches daily, tiredness, fatigue. So I know it's nothing to do with those, you know, with the lights, because obviously it's not, you know, for guideline reasons and stuff. But look, we know what the plan is. We know what's happening at the minute, and honestly, it's wild. It's just wild.
According to psychologists, people who watch horror movies for fun and sleep well afterwards are potential psychopaths. Scary facts you didn't know about. The last one will creep you out the most. The movie A Nightmare on Elm Street is actually based on a true story. If you can smell smoke and there is nothing burning, that means you are surrounded by spirits. 70% of your dreams actually contain hidden meanings. If you shiver for no reason, it means a spirit just walked past you. In 2003, a Chinese astronaut kept hearing a knock while he was all alone in his space shuttle. Nobody ever found out what it was. If you comment, scream, you will unlock a secret TikTok emoji. Never sleep with a chair next to your bed. There is a Hungarian song titled Gloomy Sunday, and it is said that people who listen to it end up killing themselves. There are at least 10 recorded cases of someone dying of laughter.
I used to always watch horror for fun, and I used to always get a good sleep afterwards, but I'm no psychopath. Yeah, I may have 2 black bags, one 4'3" in length and the other one 5'4" in length, and it may smell and it may have a shovel beside it, but look, listen, I'm no psychopath, like, I'm not. As for the dying of laughter, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've had that a few times, like, you know, where I've laughed so much, I'm like, a cool explosion from the nuclear tests conducted back in 1962, but other than that, nothing else, to be honest.
A man in Missouri has left doctors scratching their heads after they found a fully intact fly deep inside his intestines. The 63-year-old man came in for a routine colonoscopy, and the procedure was going as normal until the doctors reached the transverse colon where they saw the fly. The fly was prodded by the doctors, but it did not move. When the man was told about the insect in his large intestine, he was shocked and said he had only consumed liquids before the procedure, and before that had eaten pizza and lettuce. One thing he did not list: a fly. The very rare findings were then published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology.
We's are military-age flies. We's been contracted by the governments to attack your intestines. Please enjoy the GMO lettuce and the cheesy pizzas.
Relationship with Bina Medina. Bina Medina ran the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Bina Medina went up to Will Smith so much, Will Smith should be his wife. Okay? Quincy Jones did pop him, fool. He did pop him. Bina Medina had him too. They're all part of the same rituals, man. It's just not no one man thing. They pass you around just like a little woman.
It was so successful for Will Smith that they moved on to hip-hop artists and made it mandatory for them to get up the boat. She definitely popped a few before she went on stage.
If you think about every celebrity,
Kanye.
If you look at their contract, and I'm going to finish what I'm saying.
I know, but you have to understand this idea of the Jewish media. That's not how it works. You're talking to me right now.
So every celebrity,
go ahead.
Every celebrity has Jewish people in their contract. This is not hate speech. This is the truth. And these people, if you say anything out of the line with the agenda then your career could be over.
Listen,
So
let me.
any person that's
I hear you. You've
why
made
do you
that
keep on
point.
cutting off my point?
Because the
I love
point
you,
is
sir.
because
why
it's
do
a,
you keep? Why?
Yeah,
No, sir.
here's why.
Don't cut me off, sir. Respect my
I've
point.
listened to it. You've made it several times.
No, I'm not finished, sir.
I
You're
understand,
look,
but
I'm
you've
not
said
finished,
it
sir.
several times,
I'm not
and
finished,
it is
sir.
an
But my
ugly
people haven't
thought.
heard me. My people, they
People
need
have
to
heard
hear.
you.
They need to hear me saying out loud what the truth is. There's a bunch of people in Hollywood that are actors, that play basketball, that play sports, that are in music, that know what I'm saying, that feel what I'm saying, and they're happy that I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not from a place of anti-Semitism.
Her Kanye couldn't even get a word in edgeways. Give me 5 minutes with that anchor man. Just 5 minutes. And I'll read him a nice wee nursery book to him.
I think we should all be prepared for just getting our business in order. I think we should be galvanizing. We should be sharing the codes amongst each other. And we should be supporting each other's businesses.
Yeah.
And that way, it doesn't matter who's in office. We'll have our own buildings.
You know something big's going to go down when you have Happy Farrell here sounding rattled and trying to use Morse code as a secret language for business.
Have you heard the mystery of the missing homeless people of San Francisco? According to legend, entire populations of homeless people have gone completely missing, seemingly overnight.
Well, for my own safety, I kind of wanted to stay off this topic. Something told me to stay out of the missions, or the shelters. Something told me just don't do that. There's a woman that I frequently barter with. They made her move around the corner, just directly around the corner, and which was kind of odd. I told her I'd see her again soon, and I went by the very next day, and they were gone. The tent, all of the bicycle parts, everything they had out there were all gone. None of it was there. Like they were never there.
For a bit of a backstory, San Francisco has stated that they were cleaning up their streets ahead of APEC, which is a political summit for different leaders within the world. The question that has a lot of people worried, and what has sparked this conspiracy theory is, how did they do it, and where did they go? According to the San Francisco Standard, they simply moved the homeless to other parts of the city, cleared the tent cities, and trash off the street. As you can tell from the two pictures below, there's a stark difference in the way that the city looked before and after the cleanup. Conspiracies really took off on Twitter when users asked why there was no footage of the cleanup in action. This led to comments stating they had family members that had gone missing that very same evening, and other comments claiming more ominous theories of white vans and etc. People quickly started speaking on TikTok, claiming to have similar experiences. So, with all that's going on in the world, do you think that this is just one big conspiracy? Where did the homeless go? Or are they just in a different part of the city? Oh, and one more question. If it was that easy to get rid of the homeless population, why did it take a visit from the president of China to make that happen? Let me know in the comments below. Stitcher Duet. I want to hear from you.
I know folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town. That's true, because it's true.
What's your thoughts on this, guys? Do you think that they were transferred to the opposite end of the city? Or do you think there was something more sinister going on here?
What the fuck, guys? This is Liverpool. New lights being installed everywhere. Madness.
Ah, sure, they're only UV lights high. They're only there to check to see if you have any creepy crawlies under your skin. That's it.
Watch this video to see how fast chlorine absorbs into the skin.
This is an eye-opening demonstration of chemicals in your water. into my skin and my hands. There are 80,000 unstudied and unregulated chemicals in our tap water, causing all sorts of health issues, from as simple as brittle hair and dry skin to respiratory issues and even cancer.
I'm not sure how true this is, but if you fill a pot up of tap water and leave it sitting there for 24 hours without the lid on, apparently it purifies the water and releases all the chemicals. I don't know how true it is, but it's an experiment you could probably do yourself to test.
Did you see what Henry Kissinger in his book, Kiss the Boys Goodbye? Get the book. It's out in the market. Go get the book. Henry Kissinger wrote a book called Kiss the Boys Goodbye. And what he said in there is that United States military people are just a bunch of dogs. That's all they are. That's why they wear a dog tag, because they're a bunch of dogs. So who the hell cares? Nobody cares if they get killed. They're just a bunch of animals anyway. And George Bush's mother, that incredibly ugly old lady, George Bush's mother, she's scary. She's so damn ugly. She said on national television, when they were talking about how many guys were being killed in the Middle East, Americans were dying, it's a very famous quote. She was on television one morning and said, "Why should I waste my beautiful mind, on people dying? What the hell do I care? Let them die." That's the president's mother who is saying to America, we don't care about you. You are just nothing more. That's why they call you a GI. A GI is a government issue. When you go in the military, they issue your pants, your shoes, your car, your underwear, your food. They issue everything for you. So the government is issuing all the stuff for you. And so therefore it's called a government issue. Well, that's what you are. You are a GI, a government issue. Therefore, you're just like an oil can or a tire or a car or anything else the government issues. But when the war is over, the United States corporation does not go into South Vietnam or whatever after the war is over and pick up all the old cans of oil cans and the burned tires and all the Jeeps and all the trash and the junk after the war. Does the government go in and go collect all that stuff up and clean up the place after they get through the war? No. Why? Because all the trash and garbage and trucks and tanks that are blown up, that's all a government issue. It's all junk. So if the war is over, the war is over. It's a government issue. That's why when you are a military guy in the military, and after the war is over, they'll leave you over there. You're in a concentration camp in Cambodia, they'll leave him. He's just a GI, a government issue. It's like an oil can. Who the hell cares? They got 25 oil cans over there. Who cares? Let them die. Wake up. This world is not what you think it is. I've been around for 71 years. In the last 53 years, I have spent my life in the world of the occult. The word occult is a Latin word meaning hidden. Everything that's of any importance has been hidden. The guys at the top know stuff you don't know. I made it my business to find out. And the one thing that has absolutely astounded me is how much we don't know about the world we live in. So I would say to young people watching, you better wake up and get a life and start figuring out who owns you. What is all this crap about people owning your body on the New York Stock Exchange?
You know, when Bush's own ma is coming out on live TV and she's declaring that she doesn't give a hoop about anyone in America, that should have sent alarm bells ringing off for Bush's presidency at the time. I mean, you can clearly see he didn't care because of what happened in 2001. We know who it was orchestrated by. But the guy's right as well. People need to start waking up, and the truth is, a lot of young ones are waking up. But the question here is it too late?
The percentages are, but most people have microwave ovens, cook a lot of food that way. What is that good?
It's the best way to kill yourself really, really fast. You can't even do a test. Microwave water, let it go cold so you don't think the heat did it. And you have your flower pots, 2 flower pots with the same flower, bought at the same shop. And one you water with regular water, and the other you water with microwave water. The one you water with microwave water is dead in 3 to 7 days. The microwave is basically destroying every food value that's in the food and and turning it into a toxin. So everything out of the microwave is highly toxic. And the food value is completely zero. So it doesn't really matter if you have a bowl of vegetable soup that you warm up in the microwave oven, or if you eat cardboard. It makes no difference, because the food value is not there anymore, and it also becomes toxic.
Right, who's going to try the microwave water experiment? Go on, get yourself 2 flower pots, go ahead, test it out, come back here in about a week or so, let us know what the crack is and what happened how. The elites are just sick in the head, and they can do what they want here in this world, but I can tell you this, see, when it comes to the main man, they'll have an awful lot of explaining to do, I'll tell you that much.
Hi. I just need you guys to see what I am experiencing at this very moment. I am driving back to LA from Vegas, and I always stop at this little outlet strip mall just to kind of walk around, maybe find a good deal. I pull over, and I notice that there's no cars in the parking lot. I look it up, make sure that it's open. It says it's open. I walk inside, and this is what I am seeing. Just nothing. Just vacant. Everything is empty. This fountain has no water in it. It's just odd. But then there's Bath and Body Works, and it's open. Well, there's 2 people in it. It's a mom and a son, and it's the same 2 people I saw when I entered the mall over here. I basically walked around the entire mall just because I was curious to see. And so even that's odd, because I'm like, it's a mom and a son, they're not even the workers. And looking in the shop, there's no one in there. It's just, I feel like this is the mall they filmed like The Last of Us or something, maybe Warm Bodies, maybe that's why it was shut down, or maybe they're going out of business, but freaky. I do have to pee, so I'm gonna use the restroom, but even this, oh my gosh, guys, this is just very eerie. I'm gonna film this, just so that way if something happens, maybe, oh, what? Oh, why is the restroom this far back? Found to something, they're clean at least. I have watched one too many scary movies, but I am checking all these suckers. It is too quiet back here for this to be normal. This is freaking weird. Gotta go. I didn't like that. I've never peed faster in my life. But as I was walking through more, there was a Bath and Body Works store that was open, and then a Michael Kors. But I'm like, there's no way that those are the only 2 stores that's keeping this place up and running. What a waste of space. I don't know. Is that odd?
I wouldn't say that's odd. I would say that's a result of high inflation and cost of living. Over in London, it's like 100 to 200 grand just to rent out a building for a year. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed those creepy TikTok compilations, and if you did, please smash that subscribe button, tick on the notification bell, give a like, and also share for other like-minded people as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, look after yourselves, stay healthy, stay safe, and God bless.